Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Blood in the Snow 2015. I'm your festival director and master of ceremonies, Kelly Michael Stewart. I'm really excited to have you all in here. We've got pretty much a packed house for opening films. That's amazing. We've got a lot of the filmmakers from Farhope Tower tonight here. We'll have them up here after for a Q&A. Just a few housekeeping out of the way first. I just want to thank our sponsors, Anchor Bay Canada, Fangoria Magazine, and Suspect Video. We want to thank the Muff Society as our community partner tonight. The organizers here help us with Blood in the Snow. And we want to thank the Carlton and, yep, right. And we want to thank our volunteers. I'm curious, this is your first time to Blood in the Snow. Ooh, a lot of newbies. Okay, well, we hope we'll have you back a lot this weekend and in the future, too. We're here all weekend. We got a vendor village that's starting up tomorrow from 2 to 10. You might saw on the slideshow, we've got Len Griffith from Black Christmas signing new versions of the new DVD and Blu-ray. We got some really great vendors, including Suspect Video and a lot of other great tables. So it's a really great party all weekend. We've got some amazing stuff coming up. Right after the screening, we've got Night Cries, the world premiere of that, and it's really and we still have tickets available for that. It's about 3/4 full, so there should be enough to, if you want to come stick around for the 9:30 show, we can stick around for that. So it's a really great film. And then after there's, you can stick around after that for the our opening night party at the Marquis de Granby pub on Church Street, which is right around the corner here. We do that every year. And you can come and meet the filmmakers. Filmmakers for 3 of the 4 films playing tonight will be there, I'm sure. And there's actually other filmmakers from already here from this weekend. I've already seen the filmmakers from Dark Stranger, Crazy Love, White Raven, probably a few other ones too. So really, that's what's really great about our fest for you guys newbies is that we're a very filmmaker-focused festival. I think we have about 19 of the 23 filmmakers around this weekend. So come over and say hi to them. And we just got a really exciting weekend lined up. If you like, if you are a budding filmmaker or you only know that too, we have some really great seminars this weekend. We have one on marketing for distribution tomorrow at 3:30, and we have one on if you even just a fan and you want to check it out. We've got some a special effects demo with the Butcher Shop and the Gore Brothers at noon on Sunday. So there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up. So really proud of the lineup. I'll be gabbing all weekend, so I won't get to it first. So we'll get to the opening short. Karen Lamb is a veteran of Blood in the Snow. I think we've had 4 of her films play here. She won Best Director for Evangeline in 2013. Unfortunately, she was not available to make it, but we have one of the actors from the film. Ingrid, we have you come up for a minute? Hey, how are you? Good. So you want to just tell us a little bit about the film?
Oh no, I have the microphone now.
Yeah.
My experience with the film working with Karen, she's amazing. She's just very relaxed on set, and she has this kind of bigger vision. She's kind of like a cat, and she just kind of slinks around. And in terms of the film,
how do you pronounce it? Just so I know.
Chiral.
Chiral.
So in case you're wondering what that term is, chiral is like your hands. So if you put your hands together like this, they're a mirror image, but when you flip them, they're not identical. So it's a mirror image that's not identical. And you'll see how that plays out in the film. I'm just a little secondary character, and I'm really grateful to be here. I hope you enjoy it.
You came all the way from Panama too, didn't you?
I was in Paris prior to this for a Baroni convention, if you know that term.
Yes, you
I do voices on the show My Little Pony.
Strawberry shortcake too?
Strawberry shortcake as well. Yeah, Kelly, you're on it. So that's where I was in Paris, and then I went to Panama, and now I'm here, and I'm super stoked about it. I'm from Vancouver, so I'm representing the TO. I love it here.
Thank you for the Vancouver type weather.
Yeah.
I brought it.
Now, just quickly, because Karen's not here, every filmmaker who plays the fest gets this special little red button. So the next time you see Karen, you can pass this on to her.
I think she needed something from me, so I'll do an exchange.
Oh, she loves the net, doesn't she? Yeah. Okay. All right, and we'll have the filmmakers from Farhope Tower after for a Q&A. All right, give it up for Farhope Tower! Tim, get up here with your team. Absolutely. This is your premiere, you do it, man.
All right, first of all, okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out and seeing the Canadian premiere of Farhope Tower. This is This is very, very, very exciting for us and for tons of the team, and we're lucky enough to have tons of the crew in the house tonight, and we also have some of the actors. So I'm going to invite the actors up on the stage, and then we're going to do a Q&A, and also I just need to, because April, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but April, our lovely fearless director and also star of the film, she's beside herself because she's in Montreal shooting right now. So I'm going to take a picture, but then I'm also going to try, once we're up here, to FaceTime her in and see if we can get her in for the Q&A, which I think would be hilarious. But this photo is for her, first of all. So everybody say hi. Perfect, thank you. And now, can I please invite to the stage, first of all, we will start, Lauren, is she here? We will start with Mr. Evan Williams. Come on up, Evan. Who played the lovely role of Andre, the medium. Lifelong childhood friend. And then next up, we'll also bring up to the stage the star, Jake, Mr. John White. Come on up, John. And then, I guess, Johnny, there he is. Hey. He's a bad guy. Should I try and FaceTime April right now?
Yeah. Hey, go for it, go for it. Do you guys, okay, so should we start this or wait for it? Okay. All right, let's just talk about how the project came about and what led you to being here tonight. How did this project come about and
Sure. Yeah. We'll see if this works or not. Who knows? This project actually came about a lot different than any other project we've ever done before. Normally, Wango Films is a company that April and I started, and we usually just do. She's not answering right now. We usually just do projects that we develop on our own and we sort of finance and put it all through on our own. This was a film where Breakthrough Entertainment, who was fantastic in supporting the film, they actually started a division with their company where they're doing genre, like lower budget genre films. And so they approached us and they said, listen guys, we like what you guys have done. Do you think you'd be interested in ever doing a lower budget genre film? And we said, well, we've never done that before and we'd be up for the challenge for sure. And so we just sort of put it together like that. And the great thing about it was we shot it in 12 days. We shot it in Niagara Falls, and we basically just got to hire all of our friends and family, which we usually do anyway, but we all just came together last summer, and it was so much fun. And as proof of that, we're going to release a real good Easter egg one day, which is called the boner video, but that's a whole other story. We won't talk about that right now. So, but it came along, and then Breakthrough was fantastic, and yeah.
That's part of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you a background, you did Dead Before Dawn 3D and 88, and like that. So that's leading up to that. And then Breakthrough, just to explain, they're actually the company that is a part of the. They've worked with a lot of genre films. They're also they also produced the film Bite that's playing our closing night film like that. So they're behind that. So all those films that you keep hearing about that's all part of that big deal kind of thing that a lot of the Black Fawn guys are doing. You guys have teamed up with Breakthrough as well for that. Yeah, that's really great. So what inspired you to write? Because you were a co-writer, I believe.
I was more story editor.
More story editor?
Yeah.
Okay. And then so how did you talk about the development of the story come about for this?
Sure. It was actually, again, something unlike any other time we've done a film. I don't know why I keep looking up here. The answer's up here, clearly. Tim's reference notes. The blood in the snow Canadian. Normally April and I come together and we decide what we're going to do next. This time it was Breakthrough came to us and we're like, okay. And luckily we have talented friends and family again. So I actually put it out to my brothers and I said, my brother Jeremy loves genre horror films. I said, Jeremy, would you be interested in teaming up and writing a film for us pretty quick, because we want to shoot in the summer, and this was, you know, in February or something. So then he and my other brother teamed up, and I just sort of oversaw the process a bit, and they put together this story, which was actually, we gave Breakthrough probably 5 to 10 different pitches of different, like, sort of genre type films that they might be interested in. What trope would you like to dabble your toe in today, Breakthrough? And then they said, let's go with the trope where they're going up a building and they get stuck up there and it's paranormal. And we said, okay. So then we put it in, and then, you know, it's like coloring in the pieces, and then it's done.
And everybody dies.
And everybody dies, and he's a horrible man, and he is, yeah, he's a horrible man and a horrible friend.
So, say in Niagara Falls, was that actually like one real building, or was that a bunch of different sets, or what were we actually looking at for real there?
We were looking at, we spent one day in Buffalo, New York, and that is the old terminal. Well, the building you see is the old terminal building in Buffalo, New York. And I can let the actors talk about maybe their experiences inside, but we did shoot in a bunch of really different desolate locations for this. But we basically set up our base camp in downtown Niagara Falls. Do we have a lot of Niagara Falls people here? I know we have some of the crew anyway.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. We shot in a place, if you've ever gone to Niagara Falls, or maybe you'd like to go to Niagara Falls in the 70s and party, and you get off at the bus terminal, or the old bridge, and there's this place there called Hotel Europa.
Yes.
Well, anyone? It was a big disco back. Yes! Yes! You know what it was about. That place has been shut down for literally like 25 years, and we somehow found the owners of that. We said, listen, mind if we shoot in your building? And they said, yeah, I went up to the guy, I was like, listen, yeah, we're shooting your building. He gave me the keys when we went in. It turned into quite the affair. Oh, this is April. And I'll let these guys talk about any maybe perhaps memories you have inside Hotel Europa, because there was a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
One day we found a dead cat carcass under a pillow of some sort.
Cat party?
And, I think it was after a cat party, yeah. And one of the guys on the crew, Connor, almost got shot in Buffalo by a security guard because he didn't know we were shooting the movie. And remember, he goes, well, I was just going to fire off a warning shot. I wasn't actually going to shoot him, because he was moving a bunch of gear and he was going from one place to the other. He was by himself. Those two stick out in my mind the most. Monsieur Williams.
Well, there's a part in the basement of the Hotel Europa where they didn't actually want us to go because something apparently did go down. Like, we really wanted to know why it got closed down in the first place, other than just general disrepair and probably mold and some other things. It was bad, but it was good to shoot in. And there was a place in the basement they did not want us to go in, but we actually went in, and it was when we were shooting in the middle of the night, and there was some creepy stuff down and some more like animal carcasses and things. It might have been natural, but still it was enough to be creepy. Yeah, and the tower that we shot in, I don't know, what's the name of that tower?
Statler Building.
The Statler Building was like another member of the whole cast. Every single floor, like we hardly had to do any set dressing at all, because it was just gnarly. Every floor, and the layout of each floor was different, and I definitely got lost by myself, because we would kind of, there's no lights in the building, so we would only be lighting the specific little area we were shooting. So if you had to go to the bathroom or something, you kind of had to go and take your trek by yourself. And there was more than one time in specific, where I got completely lost. I seriously got completely lost. And it was, you're stumbling over stuff, you can't see where you're going, you can't tell what you're touching, there's like, things are wet, and you're like, I don't know. And so, but yeah, I made it back, and we finished the movie.
Stumbling because we're drunk also?
Yeah. And also just, everybody, we now have April Mullen there as the director of the film. I don't know if this will work or not, but April, do you have any memories of the buildings that we shot in that you would like to share with everybody? Let's see if this works.
No, I just want to say a quick shout out. Thanks so much for coming out, and I hope you enjoyed the film. Thanks.
That actually really worked. Okay, well, April, you can stay. If anybody has a question for the director, I guess they can also ask now.
Yeah, time for a couple of questions. Come on.
What are your inspirations, like making this film, like The Shining, or did you sort of plan
Inspirations.
Yeah, inspirations. I'll look at the screen again. Actually, The Shining is an interesting example because we definitely wanted. We're not huge into sort of torture porn, gore type of stuff normally, or that type of horror movie. So we wanted to make something, we ideally wanted to make something that had a bit of an 80s throwback feel that was like a slow burn thriller. And we also really liked the idea of The Shining, where it was something where you got to see a person slowly dismantling throughout the film, so it got to become something that's a bit more psychological. And also with a lot of, the found footage films that have been coming out and the different paranormal ways people attack that, it's a lot of, the ghosts are coming at you. We thought it would be interesting to make it a bit more human and just turn it on its head and let the audience see, the characters sort of go through the journey and lose themselves a bit. So that was sort of our inspiration. And The Shining was, Kubrick's phenomenal. So, but yeah, definitely that like weird, creepy place and you're stuck in it and you don't know what's going on.
And sorry, to add on to that, just like in The Shining, because it's such a big influence, did you have to map out the tower, sort of how Kubrick did for the...
It was not that specific with this.
Yeah.
We had the tower and we had 12 days. So we more were just like, okay, well, we're going to be here for here. This is one thing we really did was we mapped out the floors.
Yeah.
So we said this will be the ground floor, this will be the 10th floor, this will be the 17th floor, and this will be the penthouse. And then we mapped out the sort of sections of that. And then that was pretty much as specific as it got for that. April?
Yes? What? I can't hear.
It kind of works.
That's adorable.
Yes?
Everybody wants to know what you had for dinner.
Tonight, just some salad and soup on set. We just wrapped.
We can't stay too much longer. We got the next screen, but we have room for a couple more questions.
Oh, at the very back.
What's next for Wango?
Oh, what's next for Wango? Actually, very exciting. This was a development year for Wango. We're starting to get into television, and we've been developing our next project. So next year, we'll have our next feature film happening, and we also, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have our first official Wango series greenlit. Fingers crossed. So hopefully it'll be a good year for Wango next year. We're hoping to do a feature and a series, first season of a series next year. So that's the plan.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When did you and April start collaborating?
Oh. April and I actually go way back to a little place called Ryerson Theater School, right down the street. We were in the same class and we were together every day for 4 years. And also this is where we met Evan, who when we were in 4th year at Ryerson, Evan was in 1st year at Ryerson, and we said he's adorable, and then this is the first time we get to put him into a film. But then we graduated and we literally started working together right away. I did a one-man theater show called Vanishing Tribe that April directed. That was our first official out-of-school production together. But our first official production together was a clown skit at Ryerson Theater School. And then we've been working together ever since.
Nice.
And just as a plug, I don't know if any of you have seen it, and if you haven't, you should go see it. The first film that they did with Wango was called Rock, Paper, Scissors, The Way of the Tosser. It's a way different genre film than this. It's a mockumentary, and it is hilarious. It is hilarious. Rock, Paper, Scissors, The Way of the Tosser. Check it out. I'm serious. He didn't even tell me to do that. It's just that good.
Thank you, Evan.
Well, on that note, we have to wrap it up. But you guys are going to be signing outside in the lobby. So when you leave here, we're going to let you guys go out first so you can get set up.
Yeah.
You got posters. I think you have some DVDs too. Or?
Yeah, we basically have our whole Wango world out there. So if you want to come talk, and we're also going next door to hang out for a bit, and then we'll be at the
Monkey DeGranby pub.
Yes.
Yeah. So after the night cry starts at 9:30. If you're hanging around for that, there's a few tickets left for that. But you guys can come out and meet these guys. You can talk to them now, or you can talk if you got go to Night Cries, don't worry about it. We'll be at the pub. You guys can come talk to them as well then. And yeah.
I just want to say, and I think everybody from Wango, everybody that's here from Farhope, thank you so much to Blood in the Snow, and I think this is a fantastic festival. And thank you to everybody here who supports independent Canadian film, genre or not. I think it's phenomenal, and I think that Canadian film is just taking off right now, and it's a very exciting time to be a part of it, and it's just an amazing thing to see everybody here together sharing in this, and it's great to see everybody with a community like this. It's fantastic. So thank you, everybody.
All right, that's it. Okay, so